SSSniperWolf, or Ali Shalesh, is a reaction YouTuber with over 13 million subscribers. In fact, this year alone, she's gained over 5 million new subscribers, nearly doubling her audience in less than 12 months, which is an astonishing feat. Her audience adores her and actively support her content. But how many of them know the real SSSniperWolf? Or better yet, how many of them know who Sexy Sniper is? There are many channels that have exposed SniperWolf. There are many channels dedicated to her lies and deception. There's a wide array of information that has been censored to protect the image of Leah herself, and there are many stories of a cynical nature behind a childish, playful persona. We are going to explore everything. We're going to go on a journey from the past to the present. We'll explore the things she's done and the people she's crossed. We will question the legitimacy of her claims, as well as those of the people calling her out. We will leave no stone unturned. So get comfy and grab yourself a nice warm beverage, because we're about to delve deep into the archives to find out who SSSniperWolf really is.
SSSniperWolf is the biggest hoe.
The more that you look at her history, the more a pattern starts to emerge.
You've got to delete your video, because SSSniperWolf will probably take down your video and probably get you a strike on the channel.
SSSniperWolf has filed a second DMCA against my video. SSSniperWolf is a racist.
You came after me first, and now you're questioning my integrity.
And many people don't even want to try calling her out because she's known for threatening lawsuits.
Then goddammit, just sue me!
So if we have a look at SniperWolf's channel, it clearly says that it was created in 2013. Many people will assume that's the date she started YouTube, but that isn't the case. In fact, Little Miss Leah isn't as innocent as her PG family-friendly content suggests. Before SSSniperWolf, Leah had another channel. The channel name, if you've been paying attention, was called Sexy Sniper. So if you're wondering what the SS means, you have your answer. However, this channel no longer exists. In fact, it was completely erased from existence. However, like most things on the internet, there is always a trace, and thanks to the Wayback Machine, we can see snapshots into the past. Sexy Sniper was basically the precursor to what SSSniperWolf would become. Call of Duty gameplay, commentaries, and vlogs. Unfortunately for us, a lot of the videos weren't saved, but the web archive was able to capture a few of them, as well as the titles and thumbnails of the others in the recommended. It's quite obvious what she was trying to do with YouTube, and the comment sections of these videos really helped develop an idea of her motives.
You're hot. Can you add my on pan? I would stuck my penis between your beautiful tits. Holy shit, you're beautiful. Can I make you my model? I'm a photographer. Like, seriously, let me know. Oh my god, you have a nice rack. I'm a hater, except I never hate. I love. And this makes no sense, so I'ma shut up to the video. Looking gorgeous, as always. Can you make a video showing your tits say love them? Thumbs up so she could see.
It's well known that gaming is a male-dominated industry and is stereotypically populated with insecure little men and boys. So when a somewhat attractive specimen like Leah comes into that community and shows some interest in what she's doing, there's going to be a lot of attention from these people. This is how Leah started her YouTube journey. She used her assets and her knowledge of video games to please this male-dominated audience. Throw in the fact that she also uploaded her cosplay to her channel, we start to see why she was becoming popular among the so-called neckbeards. This trend continued through to her SSSniperWolf channel. Now, I can only speculate as to why she changed her channel. My initial thoughts are because of some form of hate or constant hate from the community, probably due to her name. But I also think it has something to do with image and general perception of her as a creator. She did reveal that it would become a vlog channel in one of her early SniperWolf videos, but it's not very clear as to why, and pretty much all evidence of this has been cleansed, a very common occurrence with her online activities. One notable video that was removed was an expose of sorts about a much larger girl gamer called Girl Gone Gamer. Leah pretty much gave reasoning to suggest that GGG isn't a genuine gamer and was just milking the title of a gamer girl for views. She claimed that she was blocked for requesting a 1v1 in a Call of Duty game and that she believed this was all fishy. Of which it was. The video gained a lot of attention. In fact, our Lord and Savior Daddy Keem covered this in Drama Alert, so we know that this was something relevant. About a week or two after the video, the effects were noticed. Girl Gone Gamer's videos were constantly being dislike bombed by a very large amount of people, and in this time SniperWolf had gained over 50,000 subscribers in the space of a month. It's no coincidence that this rapid growth began after she called out someone who was basically her only major competition. A lot of the Girl Gone Gamer audience shifted over to SniperWolf, of whose content is pretty much identical to that of GGG's, so it's kind of understandable for the very large shift of audience. This early drama acted as a catalyst for Leah's YouTube growth. Had she not gone for Girl Gone Gamer, she would have been left in the dust as a creator, and she wouldn't have received the attention she needed to propel her channel into the recommended. She was already known for a cosplay and her epic Call of Duty ability, but now she stands up for the people who devote their time and attention to someone else. She calls them out for trying to silence their critics. She calls them out for faking her ability to win the hearts and minds of every horny guy on the internet. She must be a saint, an angel descended from the heavens. But is she really?
It's Enigma Hood.
Now, you're probably wondering who this fine gentleman with rather grandiose chest hair is, and you're also questioning why he's relevant to SniperWolf. Well, this man, who goes by the name of Enigma Hood, is SniperWolf's greatest nemesis. In fact, their feud goes as far as a court hearing, but we'll get to that in a few minutes. So back in the later months of 2013, Enigma Hood made a video criticizing Leah for a video titled Facebook Creepers Vlog Rant that was uploaded onto a Sexy Sniper account a whole year earlier. The video was labeled as a response, therefore like most of his videos he provided a commentary on the original work, which is basically what we're doing with this video. However, Leah did not like this video at all. In fact, she filed a DMCA against this video, which brought it down. This is what we all know as a copyright strike. The only problem is, her copyright wasn't infringed. This is where everything gets a little bit spicy. Enigma Hood appealed the strike because he had all right to do so. However, to appeal the strike, he had to release his private details to her, so he basically had to dox himself. The video was reinstated because it didn't infringe on her rights, however, at the cost of revealing his private information to Leah. The full strikes didn't stop here though. In December of the same year, Enigma Hood made a video showing how SniperWolf supported people sending racist and, well, hateful tweets to Enigma Hood just because he was criticizing her. This video had no content owned by SniperWolf, yet she tried to take it down. After this, Enigma Hood made a video asking whether or not he should sue SniperWolf because she made a false infringement under oath. To which she made a response video.
He made a video using my content. He re-uploaded my video and essentially just insulted me over it. And I really don't like people using my content without permission, especially if it's in a negative way, but if it's in a positive way and you ask me first, it's fine, go for it. So I reported his video on YouTube for copyright, and he made another butthurt video saying I filed a false copyright claim and that he was entitled to use my content. And it gets much better. A few weeks or so later, he made a video about wanting to sue me. And yeah, you heard me. This guy wants to sue me over the internet, and that's just a supreme level of butthurt.
She tries hard to deny everything that Enigma Hood claims, but is she really going to own up to something that she had recently called Girl Gone Gamer out about? Of course not. She was in a prime, her growth was exponential, her views were up. If she had owned up to supporting the racist and hateful tweets, she would have been in a negative spotlight. So she outright denied knowing about the tweets because she doesn't want that bad publicity.
And he thought I favorited it. When I went back and looked up the tweet, I had never favorited it in the first place, so I'm not sure what happened right there, and I don't know why he was so mad.
The sad reality of criticism is that unless you have a similar level of influence as the person you are criticizing, the general person will not side with you and, well, will just accept whatever the person defending themselves has to say. Her response to this Enigma Hood video was to brand him as a hater, somewhat diminishing his reputation amongst his subscribers.
Today's hater spotlight is on this guy who has dedicated countless hours to making videos on every little thing I do. He's the type of guy that if his mom got him a cheeseburger instead of a hamburger, he'd go and make a 30-minute rant video after crying in his room for an hour. The fact that a grown man went to an actual lawyer to cry about his internet issues with a girl is just beyond hilarious to me.
The sole purpose of this video was to ridicule him for taking the internet too seriously. Yet, she completely misses the point about copyright infringement. Calling your critics haters is an easy way of deflecting a criticism and turning the attention onto their flaws. And because she is such a hot, sexy, cute girl gamer, yeah, these are the actual tags on the video, the majority of her audience is just gonna believe what she says and attack her hater. Because critics are just good for nothing keyboard warriors. Over the next 2 years, Enigma Hood would go on to make videos about SsniperWolf to no response from her. However, on August 10 of 2016, she released a video that would show how much of a toxic idiot she actually is. My biggest hater.
He's been stalking me for the past 2 years or so, maybe more, almost 3 years. I have him blocked on everything, but he still continues to watch my videos, stalk me, and make response videos talking shit about me. He's a little obsessed.
Again, she's calling him a hater, saying that he's obsessed with her. However, her biggest mistake was saying this.
A couple years ago, he re-uploaded one of my videos, and you can't just take somebody else's content and re-upload it and monetize it. So I filed the copyright claim with YouTube trying to take it down. And in the copyright process, I got his real name.
So she admits to taking down his video and also having his docs. But she calls him a sex offender.
And of course, I googled his name, and it turns out he is a registered sex offender.
This video received 500,000 views in the first week. This is what we call slander. Accusing someone of a crime, of which is false, to a third party, who are her subscribers. She can't even back this up, because if he's not on a sex offender list, he obviously wasn't one in the first place, which a lot of people have made the point of already. She fucked up, but didn't accept her mistake. And oh, how big a mistake it was. A month later, Enigma Hood filed a lawsuit against her network, and Google. He made the claim that her slanderous statement of calling her a registered sex offender caused him various mental issues, as well as receiving harassment from her audience. He also made the point that she had leaked his private details through her comment section on various Google Plus accounts. This was obtained, of course, from when she claimed the video we discussed before. It all fits together very nicely. Enigma Hood has a solid case. Now, the case was just a hearing. They didn't have to go to court at all, and the verdict was just made by a judge. Leah and the other defendants elected to dismiss the case. They wanted to make it go away. To sum up the case, it was dismissed in September of 2017. However, Enigma Hood was actually very close to winning the case. He just couldn't prove his third prong, of which was an unnecessary claim. He basically asked for $300,000 because he allegedly couldn't get a job. I mean, come on, man. Really? This whole saga that was with someone with a fraction of her subscriber base shows you how toxic she is and how she can't handle any form of criticism. She does what she can to belittle the people who don't agree with her, and she will send her audience to attack them. Her methods are very clear, either completely censoring the person criticizing her, or manipulating the image of the person to make it look like they are in the wrong. The sad thing is, this is not the only way she deals with critics, and there are more incidents that were more public. Image is probably one of the most important things for YouTubers to have clean. YouTube channels are more of a brand than anything else, and you don't want your brand to look bad. But it gets a lot harder to keep a clean brand if you're always doing questionable things. This is something that SsniperWolf has struggled to do. She's always doing something controversial. Most of the things she's done and has been criticized aren't really that much of a problem in the grand scheme of things. The actual problem is her response to the criticism. Instead of accepting her mistakes, she can't but help feel enraged when someone makes a negative point against her. Instead of accepting it as criticism, she sees it as an attack. So instead of directly dealing with the critique, she makes sure the critique isn't actually seen. The only thing is, she's not very subtle about it. This is where a channel called Erotic comes into play. He made a video calling her out for faking her breakups with her boyfriend, Evan Young, for a little boost in views. He goes into talking about how she's actually married based upon physical evidence of her marital status. This alone isn't really that much of a major issue, but apparently it was. So John Scarce actually covered this in a video that was subsequently taken down in a very short time, to which Erotic made a response video about.
And guess what happened? Well, SSSniperWolf saw Scarce's video where he reported on my video, and she threatened to sue Scarce to take legal action against Scarce for that video.
So she threatened to take Scarce to court simply because he covered Erotic's video. Scarce removed the segment because he just didn't want to open that can of worms. He also warned that she was trying to take Erotic's video down, and would you look at that? Where's Erotic's video gone?
You know, basically I said, SniperWolf, you win this time. You win. Alright, you've gotten away. But then she had the audacity to then strike my video. Block it worldwide. Basically, he shows a message that he got from SniperWolf where she tells us the reason as to why she removed my video. Let's see what she has to say.
So SniperWolf actually ended up sending me this. This is what she says about it. She says, there's a few things. One is that he's using a copyrighted image as the thumbnail. My photographer wasn't happy and wanted it removed. Above all, he made a malicious video for views and money, and even said he made it because I blocked him.
The fact that she claimed this video was malicious shows how poorly she just takes criticism. She's not being hated on, she's being criticized for being fake. She made this video after she censored Herotic's video.
We've been breaking up a lot the past few months. I don't bring it up every day like, oh, we broke up, oh, we broke up. I did that once, making a video saying we broke up, and then we got back together. And then I got so much shit for that. Like, oh, you fake a breakup for attention. Oh, why did you break up with him for a day then get back together? That's just what people do. Some people just break up for a day, break up for a week.
So, you're constantly breaking up with someone. Why would you make a video about it if it's not actually genuine? If it's not actually over, if you're not sure whether this will be definite, why would you make a video about it?
All for money.
SniperWolf thinks that people solely criticize her for views and money.
And then you have people on YouTube making things worse, rubbing more salt in the wound, trying to get cheap views on their channel by making up shitty stories about me. All for money.
No! Critics are important for regulating the conception of certain things. They give another point of view on something that others probably can't see. When you take away the critics, there is mass illusion. Sure, people are out for views, but the more views you get, the more your messages spread. The fact that Leah couldn't publicly rebut Herotic and had to make a very indirect claim in a video titled "Things are falling apart" shows how sensitive she is to criticism. If you have to play the victim, you aren't doing yourself any justice at all. This is not the only case where she has censored criticism towards her. Remember back to the whole drama she had last year where she lied about Faye's censor and when she said she would sue him for revealing their messages? Yeah, she's lovely, isn't she? So there are 2 points I have to make about this video. The first one is about her attempt to censor. Ironic.
Just one tweet for the time being saying the texts are fake. Take down the videos and then work with her lawyer on an apology video and cover the fees for this.
So she wants Censor to pull his videos down, say he was wrong, and also make a video apology about her. Yet, only a few years ago, she was laughing at Enigma Hood wanting to sue her. Remember how she laughed and said that it was sad that he wanted to take her to court over some internet issues? Yet here she is now doing the exact same thing that she mocked.
This guy wants to sue me over the internet, and that's just a supreme level of butthurt.
She lives in a world where only she can dictate what can and can't be said. She is trying to force Censor to make an apology video. Well, why doesn't she apologize to all of the people she's falsely censored because her image was at stake?
I would rather chop off my invisible left nut than make a freaking apology letter, apology video to this guy.
In fact, the time she threatened Censor, her case with Enigma Hood was still ongoing. She was in the shitter and she absolutely hated it. But all of the criticism against her is all about that cash and money, definitely because she's not a toxic snake. So with the Censor drama, she's turning out to be quite the hypocrite, isn't she? This feud also revealed another very despicable thing that she does. In the iMessages recovered by Censor, there was one that mentioned removing shitty comments because it's an image thing. In other words, she wants to censor people from commenting negative things about her in his comment section. She definitely does that herself because it's very hard to find a negative comment on one of her videos. At all. None of her audience gets to see the critical comments because they're removed. In fact, I did a little experiment myself and commented a few channels that have made a video about her and well, the comments just don't exist. Even the word fake is blacklisted. She has blocked certain words to make sure none of her subscribers see them. You want to try this yourself? Comment on one of her videos with Herotic, for example. Then either log out or go incognito and select the newest first feature. Can you find it? No? Well, congratulations, you've been censored! So, SniperWolf's pro-censorship is very sad to say the least. It shows how insecure she is and it just validates the people she is censoring. What she does is very selfish because all she is doing is protecting her image at the expense of other people's legitimate work. She wouldn't be criticized if she didn't do the things she does, and well, the things she does are just pathetic. If censoring people for criticizing SniperWolf isn't enough to show how much of a demon she is, maybe we should actually turn our attention to some of the things that she has said and what she has done to warrant criticism. A lot of people have covered her shenanigans over the last 6 or so years, and they all define who she is. Grouping all of these videos together and watching them for this video has made me realize how she snaked her way to where she is now. Her career really started when she called out Girl Gone Gamer for being a fraud. That's when her career really started to kick off. She claimed to be the queen of COD and was aired as the best girl gamer there is. Yet, what does she have to actually prove that? A few years later and she started to play Overwatch, and heavens behold, she's in the top 500. She must be the greatest. But one YouTuber by the name of SylvieBot made a very good video pretty much questioning the validity of SSSniperWolf's ability. She basically exposes how SniperWolf possibly paid someone to boost her account into the top 500. The video itself was popular and was very damning. SniperWolf has been accused of faking her gameplays ever since her sexy sniper days. And well, this whole incident validates these accusations. She ousted Girl Gone Gamer from the community for doing the exact same things that she did. I mean, I don't really care that she faked her gameplay. It's the precedent of which she acted. She pretty much ruined someone else's status, but was doing the same thing as well. To me, that reeks of sabotage and shows how much of a deceptive snake she is. This video by SylvieBot just shows how much of a lying hypocrite Leah is. In the comments section of Leah's video, this is her pinned comment. Trying to hurt someone for profit is wrong, I agree. But when the video is an actual critique of you, and a very fair and reasonable one at that, it isn't designed to hurt you. That isn't the point of commentary. Again, she plays the victim. This is a fake video by a hater. Attempt to make me look bad and make people hate me while they get subs. But it's okay for her to do the exact same thing to Girl Gone Gamer, isn't it? She then outright lies about what SylvieBot said, taking it out of context. But when you actually watch the video.
But then I decided to look into it because of all the shit I found out about her in the past when using her as an example for my first video. Which, by the way, before making that video, I didn't know anything about her and had never watched any of her videos.
She clearly says that she didn't know who SniperWolf was when she made her first video, not this one. So this fact right here should tell you that SniperWolf is bullshitting you. This comment doesn't even mention SylvieBot at all, so her subscribers probably don't even know what she's talking about. The last few sentences just reek of rage. This video is all lies meant to trick people and it's disgusting. Bitch, your whole career was built on fucking lies. They make it for profit and it's the only way they can get views since they can't make actual content. Yet here is SniperWolf reacting to other people's content, and guess what? There's literally no effort. If you fell for this comment and didn't actually see that she was just trying to downplay SylvieBot's video, you're an idiot. What's even worse is that Leah contacted her network to try and censor this video. Yeah, that's right, another one. You can't criticize SniperWolf without a visit from the YouTube email account.
Hello Mr. BlackWolfCompany, your video The Fall of SSSniperWolf has been blocked in all countries for audio-visual content copyright infringement. Suck my left nut, try me in court, yours truly, Full Screen Media.
So let's clock forward to today. This year SniperWolf has been doing considerably well on YouTube. Her views are up, her sub growth is massive, and she's avoided causing any major controversy. At the start of the year, Nerd City made a very good video calling her out for being a hypocrite, basically showing how she manipulates her photos to look better when she calls others out for doing the same thing. He didn't touch much on the past, but more about her thotty ways. This was the only major video based on her this year. However, very recently, a girl called Gabby called out SniperWolf for a video that she made on her.
Girl, you're lucky I'm strong as fuck right now and on antidepressants. If you even cared to look me up before posting your video, you would see that I'm a YouTuber like yourself, and I had recently just posted on this channel a video that I am trying to overcome depression. Something you like to speak about too a lot, right? So what are you doing bullying and bringing down young women on a platform with 11 million subscribers? Is that how you're gonna use your voice? Is that what you're trying to do with your platform? Or are you gonna use my face for views? Like seriously, what's up with that? My face is so much bigger than yours on your own thumbnail.
So, to be critically honest, her reasoning for making the response isn't very solid. I can see how she would be upset, but the criticism she addresses SniperWolf with is not as strong as it could have been. The video SniperWolf made was of course one of her rubbish reaction videos. It mocked this Gabby girl for being inspired by Ariana Grande and mimicking what she does, even though she herself pretty much copies the way Azulan makes her videos and copies the way she speaks. Let's give the benefit of the doubt to Gabby, because she obviously doesn't properly know the real SniperWolf. She hasn't seen what we've seen. You see, SniperWolf is now in the reverse position. She's being called out for basically making fun of someone for profit, something she accuses her haters of doing. It would honestly be all fun and games if the video was actually funny. But it's not. It's just a shit reaction. Take my buddy James Marriott, for example. He makes videos that appear to be quite similar to SniperWolf's. It's literally reacting to something. However, Marriott's videos are entertaining because they are actually jokes. There's an actual thought process that goes into what he says, and he generally mocks himself rather than topic. That is the difference between quality and quantity. And you can quite clearly see that SniperWolf is all about that quantity. Given SniperWolf's toxic personality, it's kind of hard to defend her in this situation. She censored people in the past for pretty much doing the exact same thing she's doing here. It's just blatant hypocrisy. There's a horrible feeling of disgust after what I've saw. The way SniperWolf snaked into a community just to dump it when she can't make a profit from it anymore. The amount of people she's tried to take down because they just want to call her out on her bullshit. Even the fact that for some reason, people can't accept that she's not a nice person and would defend her to their graves. It's infuriating that someone that's so ingenuine as Leah could make it so far in a community without facing any ultimatum from the community itself. She doesn't even have a community. There is so much out there going against her, of which she has just evaded. When she addresses it, she lies. She never takes responsibility for anything. When she gets arrested for breaking the law, it's an inconvenience to her. When someone criticizing her for lying, it's apparently an attack on her image. I didn't spend the last 3 weeks digging into the archives for nothing. I want something from this. I want her friends to remove themselves from her bubble. I want them to take an objective standpoint to her. In other words, just take a step back and make up your own mind about her. Don't let what she says be your deciding factor. Don't devote yourself to her when she only cares about you if you can make her look good. If you want an example, she criticized Keemstar for being Keemstar on Twitter. To be fair, it's fucking hilarious. This dude had it coming. Keemstar is well known for literally just shit posting on Twitter. The best part is how Leah responded. I know you don't like me, but this is absolutely disgusting. You called one of my fans a virgin and all your followers attacked him, and now he deactivated his account and you say it's a joke? This is not a joke. If you take Keemstar seriously, you're obviously very insecure. His audience that attack people are just edgy kids. One of my subscribers learned that the easy way by annoying Keemstar. The funny thing is, what she's criticizing Keemstar for is what she did in the past with Enigma Hood. She called him a registered sex offender, which is worse than being a sad, no sex life grown man who watches a 26-year-old woman act like a retard as she reacts to things. Hashtag Virgin Squad. She doesn't genuinely care about this guy at all. Her motive is to look good, you know? Make her look nice and shiny. As a fan, you're only useful to her if she can benefit from you, and that's the sad truth. The other thing I want from this video is for SniperWolf, for Leah, to hold herself accountable. I want her to actually accept the criticism and take it into her stride, rather than building this giant brick wall trying to block it from affecting her. She needs to learn how to be civil, rather than being a snake trying to bring down whoever she needs to get past. It's pathetic. So this video serves as a summary for everything that she has done. I really suggest watching the other videos to get a stronger idea of the things she's done. I'll link them all in the description below. I'd like to thank Nerd City for helping with some of the information and direction of this video. If you haven't watched this video yet, I highly suggest that you do. If you want me to go deeper into her content, there will be a poll appearing right about now. There is a lot more information out there that I didn't include, but I only used the relevant stuff to keep this video within a reasonable time frame. If you want to find out more yourself, I'll leave all of my sources in the description down below for you to have a nice little dig into. And a little departing message to Leah: don't fucking try anything funny.
Do I hate girls? Everyone a hoe.
So if you're watching the end of the video, I'd like to thank you for sticking through it all and being enlightened. I'd like to thank you all for the support recently. As all of my subscribers know, you gotta keep respecting the hustle. And as always, go dox yourself.